Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Chiquis and Chill. I'm your host, Chiquis, of course, and today I'm going to be answering some more of your questions. This is part 2 of Ask Chiquis Anything. So if you haven't listened to part 1, I highly recommend that you do. Okay, go check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it because we have so many questions to get to. This is Chiquis and Chill. Okay, this question is from Jose Castañeda. He says, what advice do you have for young Latinos who want to make it big in singing? He also says, amo chiquis. Oh, I amo you too, Jose. Amo you mucho. Okay, so the best advice I can give you is focus on what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Don't ever compare yourself to anyone around you, another artist, because you are enough. I think that when we try to compete with other people or we see them as competition or we see what they're doing or not doing, it takes away focus from what we can be doing. That's my best advice. Obviously, never stop learning. Go to vocal classes. I mean, even people that have huge names already and have a huge career still have vocal coaches that guide their voices because we need to change the way we sing with certain songs. So never feel like you're good enough or you've made it so far that you don't need someone to guide you. Always have that eagerness to learn and to grow. Okay, this next question comes from Shay. She asks, what advice would you give to someone who struggles with confidence? And what are your thoughts on the idea of unattainable beauty body standards for young women, especially Latinas? Look, this is something that, yes, I've struggled with, you guys, especially because I am in, a public figure and so many people want to give their opinion about my physical being. But I think it's important not to focus on, quote unquote, the standard or what society has set out for us to look at. A lot of it isn't real. I think knowing that, guys, what you see on magazines, even some of the girls out here that have bomb-ass bodies, they go under surgery. I mean, and that's okay. I'm all about plastic surgery. I'm all for it, whatever tickles your pickle. But I think knowing that it's not really real. It doesn't exist to have a perfect body. I think what exists is knowing that there's a perfect someone out there that's going to love your body, like perfectly imperfect. And really just looking in the mirror and instead of bashing yourself, like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Why don't you look at the things that you do like? Oh, I love my smile. Oh, my hair is really pretty. Oh, okay, I love where my boobs sit. They sit nice. I don't know, something. There's always something positive that you can look at. And the more that you feed yourself, and this is actually on one of my episodes that I talked to Liz Hernandez from Wonderful, our body, guys, is made of 75% of water. So we need to just water ourselves every single day and not contaminate and pollute that water with negativity. So it's all in the way that you speak to yourself in the mirror and find 1, 2, 3 things that you really, really like about yourself. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be like, I'm a loyal person. Speak nice, loving words to yourself. Love yourself. That is huge. I think knowing that we're Latinas and that we're going to be thicker than other girls out there and really just embracing who we are and embracing that and knowing that there's always room for improvement, especially weight, is something that we can really work on. You know what I mean? Like that's something that is fixable, for the lack of a better word. It's something that we can get on the treadmill. We can make little changes here and there to help us because there is always room for improvement. And just being intentional every single day and making the right choices so that you can have, quote unquote, the body that you want or make the first steps to getting there. Next question comes from Karina. She asks, how would you juggle being in school and helping your mom out at home with your siblings? Wow, that was tough. Honestly, really good question. That's one thing that there's a lot of great things that I learned from my mom. One thing that I want to unlearn, I think, and change with my children, and something that I try to do even with my boss bees and stuff, and I've given out scholarships, is education wasn't really a huge thing in our household. My mom was more about like working. You don't really need school. So when I basically gave all of my 20s almost to my mom and to my siblings, when it was ripped out of my hands, I felt like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to fall back on, which is why I'm so huge about getting your education, about going to school, And that's why I support and I love to give out scholarships. With that being said, it was really hard. At home, it was make sure your siblings, your brothers and sisters ate. They did their homework, help them with their homework. And then lastly was my homework. That's why I was a C average student. I mean, because there was no way I'm going to come home with a D or an F, especially not an F. So I was an A, B, and C student. And that was even an issue because my mom was like a straight A student. But again, I had different responsibilities. So that was very hard for me to juggle because I had to clean the house, I had to feed the kids, I had to help them with their homework, and then late at night do mine when I had the time. And sometimes I was too tired and I just wouldn't do it. So it was very hard. But also my mom was so strict that it was like, okay, well, you have no other choice. You have to do good in school because I'm not going to have a dumb kid, is what she would say. So it was difficult. But again, where there's a will, there's a way. And I made it work. And I had no other choice because if I didn't, my mama would spank me. Jonathan Hernandez asks, what I do to stay positive after so much grief, battles, and daily criticism. Well, again, every day, it's my choice. It's my choice to wake up and say, okay, I'm going to have a good day. Today will be a good day. Daily affirmations help me because I don't know when I'm going to run into a negative comment on Instagram and if I'm going to be emotionally prepared for it. So I emotionally prepare myself in the beginning of the day. And some days are harder than others, especially FYI around my period. That's the truth. I get a little bit more emotional around my period. I'm a little more irritable, but I really do say, okay, I want to be positive. It's a choice that you have to make every day and know that everything does happen for a reason. And yes, my mom is not here and my dad is in jail, but all that happened for a reason. And I can't question God anymore. And I have to trust his plan for my life and do what I can to be there for my siblings. And all that has helped me throughout the years. And just choosing myself, choosing to want to be a better version of yourself, guys. That always helps you stay positive and know that you're here for a reason and a mission and taking a step every single day towards that mission. Thank you for that question. I like that one. Dylan Mendoza Rondon asks, what my favorite Selena song is. Ooh, I have a bunch. I think Como la Flor. I think that for sure is one of my favorite. Carcacha. I love Carcacha. Oh, and Dreaming of You. Oh, I love that song. Okay, I think Dreaming of You. I think Dreaming of You is like my favorite. I just like listen to that all day long and I just want to be in my room dreaming of someone. But I love Selena. Okay, this question is from Karen Ramirez Lopez. She says, Chiquis, how are you losing so much weight? I'm trying to drop some pounds. Love you, strong woman. Oh, I love you too, mama. Okay, Karen. My weight has been a thing since I was 5. So I just learned and I started listening to my body and I tried different diets. And once I removed the word diet out of my life, it helped me a lot. So what I do is it's a lifestyle change. I now eat to feed my body good things. I do cleanses here and there, maybe twice or 3 times a year, because the word cleanse makes me feel better than dieting. So I'm cleansing my body. I'm cleansing my spirit. I do that and that helps me. It's just the way that we speak about it that makes us feel better. And one thing that has worked for me, and I don't know if you guys have heard of it, I talk about it a little bit on Instagram, but intermittent fasting. El ayuno intermitente me ha ayudado mucho. So I eat from 12 to 8. So those are the hours that I get to eat. 12 o'clock I eat, and 8 p.m. I stop eating. I don't eat anything. All I drink is either black coffee, tea with no sugar, and water. In my black coffee in the morning, when I wake up to give me energy and it suppresses my appetite, I drink a black coffee with 1 stevia pack because it has 0 calories and a little bit of cinnamon. And I work out on an empty stomach and I drink as much black coffee as I need to help me not eat till 12 p.m. So that's what I do. And it's been helping me a lot. And keto helps me a lot, removing those carbohydrates and also knowing how to pair your food, you guys. I think some people were so used to doing protein and beans and rice and it's just too much. So sometimes just protein with veggies is better. And then if you want to have later on or earlier in the day, should I say, your carbs, have carbs without protein. It all just depends. You have to really listen to your body because literally every body is different. So you have to know what works for you. Try different things until you get to something. But intermittent fasting, hands down, highly recommend it, guys. Look into it. It really does help. It helps mentally, physically. Obviously, you lose weight, but I feel like I can think better. I have more mental clarity when I do intermittent fasting. So highly recommend that. Karen, hope that helps. You guys, I'm really loving all of your questions. Thank you so much for writing in. I'm trying to answer as many as I can, okay? Miri Rodriguez is up next. She says, would you ever consider doing a song or music video with your siblings and singing a dedicated song to your mom? She also continues to say, I know you and Jackie have done one separately, but it would be nice to see all of you in one. Wow. Well, we do have some plans, especially with my mom's 10th year anniversary coming. We want to do something together. I don't know if Mikey would be down, guys. Mikey's so like low key, like le encanta estar detrás de las cámaras. It's not his thing. He does kind of rap. He's rapped a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we could do something together. It's not a bad idea. I like that idea. I'll talk to my siblings for sure. But sí me gustaría, especially for my mom in her 10th year anniversary. So I'll keep you updated on that. Valerie Aguilar Garcia asks, what is your biggest motivation to keep it going on days when you don't feel motivated at all? Wow, this is a good one. Ooh, those days when I don't feel motivated, because I have them. I do, guys. There are days when I just want to lay down. And I do. I just also embrace that. When I feel like crying, I cry. When I'm upset, I tell everyone around me, guys, I woke up in a bad mood today. Just so you know, I'm very like open about it. And I think that's also helped me. And I just take time for myself. If there's a day that I just feel like I need a day to myself, I need to be in bed, I let that just happen. And I embrace that moment as well of not feeling so good. I think it's just recognizing it and saying, okay, I'm going to live this moment of darkness, you could say, or whatever you want to call it. And then I'm like, tomorrow's a new day. Yeah, I can't keep doing that. You do have to allow yourself to go through the motions, to feel those emotions, and then just also be adamant about, okay, I'm not going to let this go on for days. I feel it, I recognize it, and I got to let it go. That's the best advice that I can give you. So my motivation to keep it going is just knowing that I have a goal. I have something that I want to accomplish, and I don't really have the time to be sad for too many days, so that keeps me motivated. It's always having a plan, guys. Life without a plan is not going to work. You have to have a plan in everything that you do. It doesn't matter what it is. So having a plan allows you to stay focused on that plan. And even if you're having a bad day, it's kind of like, wait, okay, I'm going to do what I can today. Maybe I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm going to do something small to take a step towards that plan. So that's what keeps me motivated. But hopefully that other part of the question also helped. This next question is from Jackie. She asks, Chiquis, do you still believe in your definition of boss bitch? If so, can you share with us how you created the phrase? Share a little bit more about it. Okay, so boss bitch, guys. I'm going to try to make this short, but boss bitch is just basically, it started off as, it was actually a word that one of my really good friends, Gerald, who's no longer in my life, unfortunately, but he's the one that kind of started saying it more, boss bitch, boss bitch. And it's just a girl, a woman that is about her shit. You feel me? Like, it's not about being mean. A boss is not supposed to be mean and tell you what to do and this, that. A boss bitch is supposed to lead by example. So that's what a boss bitch is, leads by example. Now, I realized that I had a lot of little girls that followed me. So I moved it from boss bitch to boss B. That's where the whole B came from. And then it just evolved into something different. So I made it more into a movement of, yes, it's the same thing. She still leads by example, but then I made BOSS, which stands for Built on Self-Success. And then BEE is Babe Embracing Evolution. So that's like what Boss B means. It's basically a woman that is adamant and intentional every day and builds herself up. Not like, oh, no one helped me. And no, it's not that. It's I'm intentional every day to be the best version of myself. So built on self-success. So I'm serving myself every day. I'm watering my plant, which is me. And then I'm embracing evolution. And evolution it can be anything, obstacles, adversities. I'm embracing it. As I go, I'm embracing it. I'm knowing that I am a evolving creature and good and bad times happen. And I'm just embracing what happens and what comes to my life and making the best of it is basically what it is, which brings me to my next thing. This book, Unstoppable, was supposed to be the explanation of what Boss Bitch is, or Boss B, should I say, but it became unstoppable. So there is a book that I'm in the works already. I have it almost all written, of Boss B, just FYI. So maybe later on, so that I can get more into detail about this, because there's so much more to it. You can, look forward to that book. Thank you for asking. Kinsey Memes wants to know, which zodiac sign do I like and tend to dislike? Ooh, okay. Oh my God, I'm gonna be too honest, guys. Okay. So which zodiac sign do I like? Okay, wow. I like a lot of them, to be honest. I want to say that I get along with Capricorn, very much so. I have a lot of Tauruses around me, so I like Tauruses too. But like Capricorn, I feel like we meet eye to eye. Like, I don't know, Capricorns, I don't know, I feel like we kind of vibe it. We vibe it very well. And the zodiac I don't really like or dislike a little bit is Sagittarius. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, Sagittarius is just not my favorite. Anyways. Ooh, here's another music question. It comes from Jeanette. She writes, what other styles of music have you low-key always wanted to try? Ooh, okay, I like this. Okay, I'm all about not staying in a box. Like, don't keep me in a box and like, oh, you can't do it because you're a regional Mexican artist. Like, no. You're not going to tell me what to do. I want to do reggaeton. We've done a little bit of reggaeton, cumbia. We've done even English, like Paper Bullet song, my CPR song. If you guys haven't heard those, go check them out. But I feel like I really want to do Sade, like indie type of music. I feel like I'd kill it. So that's for sure something I want to tap into. And I haven't tried that. So thank you for that. I love the music questions. Elizabeth wants to know if reality TV is in my future plan. She says she misses the Riveras. I know a lot of people have been telling me, guys, that they miss the Riveras. And honestly, low key too, I miss them. I miss us. Because I feel like I got to spend a lot of time with my siblings through the reality show, and we were able to experience so much together. I wanted to stay away for a little while. I think we needed the break. I think it was very necessary. I explained this in my book, Unstoppable, why we stepped back a little bit, but I don't know. I think if the opportunity presents itself and it's something that makes sense to my siblings and I, then I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it's something that would be cool, especially now that we're a lot older and mature and everyone has their own thing going on. I think there's a lot that we can share with the world. So I don't know, Elizabeth. Ask the reality gods to make it happen. If it's meant to be, it will be. All right. So Bianca wants to know how I deal with the stress and sometimes heartbreak of being the older sibling. Ooh, girl. This has been a journey. It has been a journey being the eldest since I can remember, but I wouldn't change a thing, to be honest. I love my siblings so much. I love them so much that, yes, sometimes it hurts to see them grow. For a long time, I felt like, dang, que malagradecidos, I gave my life to them and they just, get up and leave. Like Jenica, just as soon as she turned 18, she said peace, and it just broke my heart. But then I learned that I'm like, they're not my kids. Como dicen, like, los hijos no son de nosotros. You know what I mean? Like, even people that actually birthed the kids out of them, they're not really ours to keep. They're not meant to stay under your wing and do everything that you want them to do. And they have to go and live their life and make their own mistakes and accomplish their own dreams. And I had to learn that. And it's been a process. It's something that, yeah, it's hurt. And it's kind of like, damn, that sucks. But it's their life to live. And ever since I have learned that, it's really helped me deal with the pain and the stress that comes with it. Now I have stepped into just really being the sister and not so much the second mother. And that's made things a little easier because now I can be more of a friend. But it's still stressful. I mean, I still worry about them. It doesn't matter how old they are. Even Mikey, he's a 29-year-old man about to be 30, that I still, like, at night, I'm like, oh my God, I hope he got home okay. You know what I mean? I'm still kind of like, hey, you guys be careful. And I pray for them every day. I'm like, God, te los dejo en tus manos. Protect them, protect their homes, their vehicles, their children. I pray that every morning, and it really helps me with my stress because there's nothing I can do about it. It's like God has to take care of them because they're doing things that I can't even see, So the only person I can see is God. So le digo, Dios, tú me los cuidas. Next question is from Andrea Para. She asks, if your mom was in front of you, what is one thing you would say to her? Ooh, this is a good one. Man, besides telling her I miss her, I love her, I need her. This is a good one. I don't know if I would tell her something besides that, because I've told her so many things now. I think I would just ask her. I would ask her, Mom, are you proud of me? Are you proud of what I've been doing? Have I done a good job? For me, that's so important. I mean, I feel like she is, but just if I could just hear those words. For those of you that watch the reality show, I Love Jenny, when I opened up my hair salon, Blow Me Dry, that's the question I asked her. Are you proud? I always wanted her to be proud of me. I lived to make my mom proud, and I still do. I want her to smile from heaven and say, those are my damn kids. That's my daughter. That's my baby. That's my princess. Like those words. That's what I would ask her, to be honest. I don't know if I would tell her anything. It would just be, Mom, I love you and I miss you so much. And have I made you proud? I'm getting emotional, guys. Okay, so let's move on. Valerie Aguilar Garcia has one more question. She says, I feel so lost in life right now, and I know you've gone through a lot and have gotten up when you were at your worst. So what advice do you give to someone who feels very lost in life and can't seem to find their purpose? She says, love you, Chiquis. I know your mom is looking down from you on heaven and she's very proud. Guys, tell me how perfect that is. Like her saying that I just said that I want my mom to be proud. And I swear to you, I hadn't seen this question. I didn't know in the order that I was in. It's just like, oh, that's like confirmation that my mom is proud. I'm like, honestly, my eyes are tearing up right now. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you so much for your question. Thank you. Thank you. I hope my mom is very proud. Okay. So to answer your question, look, I think accepting the fact that life has its ups and downs. It's a roller coaster of emotions. And just knowing that, I think that helps a lot. And knowing, okay, this is just a moment that I'm living. It's a moment. It doesn't mean that it's a bad life. It's just a bad day. I'm having a bad day. And maybe those bad days can be 2 bad days, 3 bad days. And it's okay. But just every day telling yourself out loud, it's okay. This too shall pass. Everything is going to be okay. I am okay. I am strong. God has my back. When you say all of these affirmations every day, I truly believe, you guys, in the law of attraction. So the more that you say, God has my back, this too shall pass. Everything is working for my higher self in my favor. Everything is going to be okay. The more you repeat that to yourself when you're having those bad moments, you're going to see like magic. It's crazy. But the more you believe it from the bottom of your heart and you say it with all of your heart, poco a poco, that starts happening. And prayer. No te sueltes de la mano de Dios. Read a devotional, read something positive, fill yourself with positivity. If you keep just drowning yourself with those negative thoughts and the problem that you're having, then you're not going to get anywhere. And I posted something on Instagram the other day, which I loved. It was a quote that I have in one of my books. And it says, be a warrior, not a worrier. So be a warrior of God and lean on him and cast your worries onto God and your troubles and everything. Because if you're worrying about something way too much, you're attracting that even more into your life. Like you just have to just say, se lo dejo en las manos de Dios. He has my back. It's going to be okay. I will find the solution. It helps so much. It sounds silly maybe, but I promise you, it's what has helped me get through everything. And sometimes it takes a little longer, but don't lose faith. No te sueltes de la mano de Dios. Pray. And I always say this too, guys. When life brings you to your knees while you're down there, you might as well pray. And then you just get back up. You shake it off like my mama taught me. And you keep going con la frente en alto. Hopefully that helps, Valerie. Okay, so a lot of you have asked about my favorite beauty products. And I have so many, you guys. Okay, I have so many. But my top 3 holy grail products are, of course, for my skincare line. Okay, I'm all about skincare, guys. I love makeup. Don't get me wrong. I love my makeup. I love lipsticks. But I'm all about skincare because I feel if you don't take care of the foundation and like your skin, then your makeup won't look as bomb. So for me, my favorite products and the ones that I can't like honestly live without would have to be my all-in-one serum, you guys, which will help plump your skin, hydrate it, help with fine lines. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has vitamin C and vitamin E. So it's going to treat your skin at the same time. That is something that I have to wear every day, morning and night. Sometimes I just wear that and my SPF. That's another one. SPF is so important. I just came out with the tinted SPF. I've been working on it for a while. It took a long time. So the reason I like my tinted SPF is because not only is it protecting me from UVA and UVB rays of the sun, it's also evening out my skin tone, hydrating it and treating it because it has vitamin C, it has zinc in there, it has all kinds of things that are also anti-aging, and it helps brighten your skin. So that I love. Tinted SPF, the all-in-one serum. And then I would have to say, my vitamin C mask, guys. That's one that changes my skin. I use it once a week and it helps with my redness, with my sunspots because I'm Latina. So the sun, if I don't wear my SPF, me salen manchitas, cafés del sol. So it's super important for me to use that mask. And then I just feel like my skin feels refreshed. It helps with everything. It really does brighten your skin, tighten your skin. So those are my three. If I had to choose, those are the three. Vitamin C, anti-aging exfoliating mask. Okay, it's a long ass name, but it's important. So that mask, the all-in-one serum, which we have in gold as well. So you guys can go to BeFlawless.com and you guys can look at these products. And then my tinted SPF. I have two. I have a tinted one and a non-tinted, but SPF, guys, women and men, use your SPF every single day. It's preventative. It will help you. It is important. It doesn't matter if it's winter or not, if you're out in the sun or not, wear your SPF, guys. I can't say it enough. So many people don't wear it and it's freaking crazy to me. Okay, so another popular topic is music, which I love. Someone asked what my favorite song to perform is. Ooh, guys, I don't know. This is a tough one. Because I love when I'm on stage and I've had a little bit tequila. I love to sing those songs that hurt, So I'd have to say my favorite song to sing. My manager, Richard, that I like to call Mr. Bull, is going to be mad because he's like, why didn't you choose one of your songs? Because I love to sing my songs, but you're asking me and I got to be honest. So my all-time favorite song to sing is ¿Qué me vas a dar si vuelvo? That is my favorite song to sing. I will sing it at every party. There's a banda there, a mariachi. I'll be like, Chiquis, cántanos una canción. I'll be like, okay, ponme, ¿qué me vas a dar si vuelvo? Because everyone knows it and I love to sing it and I feel like my voice sounds great singing it. So that's the song you'll probably find on TikTok and everywhere because I sing that one or No Llega el Olvido. So those are my two favorite. Yeah, so I love that. I love that song. But yeah, Mr. Bull's going to be like, Chiquis. I already know him. Wow, guys, you had so many really great questions and I loved answering them all. I think it's a great way to get to know me on a personal level. And I just love interacting with you guys as much as possible. But before we wrap this episode, I'm going to leave you with my Motivational Monday quote. Here it is. What is coming is better than what is gone. Let this belief aim you in the direction you need to go. I hope that helps you guys. Like always, los quiero mucho. Thank you to everyone who listened to the very end. I love you all so much. Hasta la próxima. Ya saben. Besitos. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.